What's up, guys? Welcome back. I know, I don't miss about 3 episodes of the recap, but we gonna get into this, and then I'm gonna restart the drama mess. Before the reunion, I will upload another video. As of this week, I'll try to with the after show. So let's get into it. So as we go into it, on the last episode, we'll finish telling us how, Rolly was getting on Biggie because Biggie was being Tommy's a lapdog. Now, basically, Stunner wasn't saying anything when they brought up Tommy, and Biggie was like, we're not going to act like, the girl ain't sitting here been clubbing and making money with us over this girl just because it's her city. And so she did, get embarrassed a bit when Tommy basically confirmed with a little clarity that she's really not Biggie friend. Like, I've been saying this. I've been putting this on the recap. Tommy is not none of these girls' friends. Even though she did try to make up with Biggie at the reunion, if I were Biggie, I would stay clear because Tommy ain't nobody friend. The only friends Tommy is with is probably the friends she had on the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta show and friends before, then, and after. You are not her friend, and y'all just work together. So anyways, they showed a clip of the fight between Stunning Girl and Tommy after everything. So then we go back into it to where Stunning Girl and Tommy were fighting. They had caused this whole brawl. Tommy had some people with her. Stunning Girl had some people with her. And every person in the clique was fighting. They sit here and it goes from standing up fighting to the couch. And, they're sitting here both in their confessionals saying how they were beating each other up and what happened. So Stunner was like, she felt like it was a setup. And Tommy was really like, she felt like it was a setup. So Tommy was saying like, hey, she had her hair and she was breaking her pinky finger to get her off her hair. So they had a fight for a while. Security is begging them to get off each other. Get off. And somehow Stunner Girl folks jump in. So then it shows the scene how everyone was trying to run out the door because there was so much going on. There was tear gas, there were fights, and all the cast members sat there and they could not breathe. And they were running to try to get to the bus, so they were hiding. Security was looking for them. Cameraman was looking for them, and they were all in Oakland. So, as that come to a close, in between all of that, everybody, even though they were showing the fights and everything and how they did that, everyone was going through in their confessionals of, hey, like, what does this experience with for you? And a lot of the girls said that they wish that besides making money this season, that they wish they got to know each other on a personal level than arguing and fighting and drama all the time. Now, a lot of people agreed with that. And then, Kat also was specifying, before we get into Kat's part, they run to the bus, y'all. And as they get to the bus, gunfire runs out. And as they finally get to the bus, so everybody goes to the bus. And, everything, Kat explaining about how she had tear gas. Everybody in their face was burning. Everything was just wrong. Everybody was pissed off, really. So, Tommy and Stunner in between that said their experiences, and then they shut it down from there. So, after all the shots rang off, everybody running to their bus and where they belong. Now, Tommy is on the bus. Stunner Girl is still trying to get to her. Tommy has on no clothes and her wig is off. So, they had to escort her out. So, Kat and everyone makes it. And then, at the time of all of that going on, Rolly has a panic attack. She has a panic attack. She has an asthma attack at the same time. So they're trying to make sure everybody gets on. And then after everyone shared their experience, Razor shared hers to where she enjoyed the girls. And she says she'll never come to Oakland again. She don't want to come to Oakland. It is what it is. Like, that's off her list because everything that happened. So then Stunner Girl is sitting here in between all that. She's still trying to get to Tommy. She wants Tommy. And a fan took Tommy's wig as a souvenir because she gave it to the girl. And her sister, Versace, tries to jump Tommy. Now, a side note, Versace did her live telling about what she thought happened. Now, I didn't post it here, but I'm going to post it on the after show when I do it, because to me it sounds like she was just jumping from what her sister said. Basically saying, what she saw. She really didn't see anything, if you really want to know that. When she lied to security saying that she saw it, but she did not see nothing of that sort until she got to the bay. That's when she saw everything that her sister was discussing. So, they're doing flashbacks, and, they're showing through all in between that everyone's confessionals, how everyone got along, how everyone had fights. Tommy feel like none of the girls can be her. Yeah, whatever. And she stand on her personality of who she is. So, as everyone's giving a confessional and they're taking a break from everything, it's showing, clips of everyone having fun and everyone saying the same thing, that they glad they got to make money, but it was the fights. The issue of the part, and they had fun. Razor said it was a learning experience for her, and I agree, because a lot of people watch the show. When they watch their stuff on TV, they get a glimpse of who they are. Kat says she had fun because it showed her younger self. Now, let me tell you, as they go back and forth on it, Stunner friend was on the bus after Rolly got on, and Rolly wanted to lay on her bunk bed, which was on the bus, and then a fight broke out, and they had to kick the girl out. Now, Natalie jumped there. Everybody was going to fight the girl, and then Natalie kicked her in the face, okay? So Kat got upset and said, while we're sitting here, we don't know who she know. I saw the old Kat from Bad Girls Club. That's the Kat I saw, and I was like, that's the Kat I know. Like, I got so excited. Like, that's the Kat I've been waiting on. That's the Kat I wanted to see. Kat was like, if I got to drive it myself, I'm going to get the F up out of here. There's too much going on. So then Stunner Girl called Natalie after that and said, well, my friend said this and that. And they was like, well, she was like, well, I'm finna pull up. We're going to get it at, I guess get active and see what the situation is. So after all of that, Natalie sent the girls to St. Croix. Now, in the midst of everyone gets to St. Croix, it's only Natalie, Lo, Ro, and Scotty. So Natalie gets there with a drink, and if you guys don't know, Janisha is from St. Croix, Virgin Islands. She's an island girl. And they all, get there, get to the house, nice big house. So Natalie out there with her drink. Here comes Scotty, then here come Rolly. So Rolly them had a conversation. And she asked them about the girl. She said, Rolly said, was honest. She said, it would be cool if it's just us three, because we've done this as Baddies, South, and we know how to be. She said, there's nothing wrong with the other ladies. She said, Krishan got her own thing going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, and, she's outgrowing the show, which I agree. She said, Stunner don't know how to act. Basically, Tommy don't know how to act, and Biggie is a clout chaser. That's basically what she said. She said, DJ Sky ain't got nothing going on. She did say that. So as they're having a conversation, she was like, you shouldn't bring none of the girls back but who you have, and that's that. So, as I'm like, okay, well, Lo should come back and Kat should come back. And then all of a sudden, Lo is there, and Lo pops out, and they was like, at first they was kind of iffy about Lo, but they know, Lo is cool. She down to party. She's down for the business. She's down to have fun. And they know that they do have history, that Natalie has history with Lo from the Bad Girls Club, how it all started. So as that go on, they go to the main stage, the carnival. I think it's like a performance before the actual parade and costume the next day. If you guys haven't been to a carnival, I haven't been either, but I'll make sure I'm going starting this year to next year. So you guys jump on that train because it's fun, okay? But back to the story. So they sit there, Bobby Lights is there, Jocelyn, honey, performed in a two-piece and some heels, honey. They gave $10,000 to U.S. Virgin Islands educational system, which is a very big thing, and that is beautiful. So then the next day they get dressed and they have their costumes on, which was made to fit their body to a T. Shout out to the designers there. They did a great job on them costumes. And they went out to the street and they partied. They partied hard. They had on their white shirts. They were dancing. The costume was the next day, but everybody had on t-shirt and paint. Sorry, because you can't get paint. I forgot, y'all. No disrespect. You can't get paint on. You get paint on you and everything that day. So they had got paint on them, dancing in the streets, drinking, partying. Then the next day they had on their costume. So it's actually, I believe, like 3 or 4 days of dancing and partying in the streets. Okay, first you got your paint. First one is the concert, then the next one you got your paint, and then you have the costume and parade. So everyone looked great in their costumes. They shared their experiences and how they glad that they did make money. And they glad that they made money this time, but they wish they got on a deeper connections, all the ladies, and I agree. So after that ended, they didn't show anything about the reunion, but I'm going to say this. Yes, I'm glad Tommy and Stunner Girl were on there, but they came to shake up the cast and they shook it up. And they did their big one by shaking it up. I think it added such a realness and rawness to it that it shook up the cast. Razor, she shook it up as well. She gave it a little different, okay? Razor kind of gave what would have been on BGC. And I agree with London when she said that they wouldn't have so much fun to experience, with BGC, and they had a little more leeway, which is true. They did, because the stuff that went down, especially the shooting and stuff, Oxygen would have shut that whole production down and it's over. But because Natalie is a producer, it is a little leeway, and it does show a lot more rawness and realness. It's not all edited as for TV and fake. Who I do want to see come back, I would like to see Lo. I would like to see Razor. Give her another chance. Keep Scotty, keep Rolly. I'm not sure about Stunner Girl. I don't know, but I do like her. But I also want to see Kat. Kat and Lo and Natalie always been my favorites forever. I'm sorry. I'm just saying. Since BGC. And a part of other girls. Paula and Tierra. But I know they're not going to do it anymore. They said they kind of wanted to do it. But I would love to see them as well come back. And Anastasia as well come back to the show. So I want to hear from you guys. Who was your favorite on the show and why? Tell me in the comments, you guys. Hit that notification bell. Like, share, and subscribe. Mercury retrograde got me talking crazy. If y'all are affected with words, let me know. But yeah, and I'll see you guys for the reunion and even more videos. Later. Leave the club, sloppy drunk, come home and get my rocks off. Her bitch from the south, he tryna